The money, did your dad earn enough money as a footballer?
No. Majority times than not, guys would be assuming that I was born into some sort of wealth. And that's not to say that I'm not blessed being born into being Bestie's kid, because I am. It's been a fucking great life in many ways. There's been some heavily, heavily dark shit with it as well. But he didn't, in his day, I'm sure he made good money, but that was in the 60s, man. You can imagine how little money that was. To go through the rest of his life then not playing football, he got some appearance fees, he got some, partnership deals, but he never made any decent wedge. I think he went bankrupt a few times over his years, and at the end of his life, I remember he had this small little basement flat, albeit Chelsea. I'm not taking away from a great life that he lived, but I remember thinking, for what people think it was or thought it was, it's a lot less when it comes to the quality of life he was living. He was loved, he was adored, he could be bought a drink anywhere, he could get a meal anywhere, he could do anything he wanted, but at the same time, on a personal wealth and knowing that you've got some shit to rely on, I don't think there was much for him left, you know what I mean?
He had a bar, didn't he, Besties?
Yeah, he had Bestie's Bar. He had two, actually. He had one in Hermosa Beach, which I mentioned before, and then one in central London. I sometimes walk by it. It brings back some great memories. Outside, random story, but outside there's this little church, and I just look back and I go, I remember being like 7 or 8 years old, kicking the football around with him outside. There's great little pockets of moments I have in London that I have with my dad, you know what I mean? The memories I have of the places he took me. Most have to do with bars, but they were still some good times. Like there was the Feeney Arms off of Oakley Street in Chelsea.
Great pub.
But as a young kid, I remember walking in there going, "What the hell do you want to drink in this place for?" Like it was dingy, you know what I mean? It was a shithole. But I remember he used to just love going in there and sitting with these kind of older guys, drinking his dry white wine and minding his business. And I used to just sit there with him and just be happy to be sitting with my old man. You know what I mean?